tonight I thought it would be good for us to do a pipe ceremony. The reason for that is there's a lot going on in our world. There's a lot of fear and uncertainty, and we have these beliefs of scarcity, that we don't have enough abundance ever. And that part of this pipe, when it opens the heart, is to allow us to bloom abundance, not only of ourselves and love, very much like a flower, to let an essence out. And your original instructions that Great Mystery gave you was that you would always be abundant, that you would not want for anything. And of course, our world is collapsing in a way to get us to look at how precious the things are that we do have and we take for granted. And so I thought that it would be lovely to include prayers and hands and hearts of people here in Amsterdam, going with me now to, I think the first place they go to is Stonehenge. So the next pipe, this pipe will be smoked, will be there with my Mayan family. So we're meeting there tomorrow. And we are going to go and visit sacred sites all over Wales and England before we go home, because it's time. So all sacred sites right now are being activated. So if you happen to have sacred sites anywhere here, it would be good if you could go and visit them and take something to pay a payment, whether it be a coin, a flower, a piece of chocolate, a kiss. I mean, it sounds silly, but many people in sacred sites kiss the stones or kiss the earth where these places are, because in the last, starting yesterday, there was activation of all these sacred sites. And over each year, the energy of the heart of the earth moves, like the chakra of the heart. And so it's here in Europe right now. And it's an opportunity for us to really go to this place of calling abundance to us. And not, I need, I want, but knowing that it's inside of you and letting it come out. And it may be that you want a partner, or maybe you want a new job, or maybe you want a house, or, you know, there are things that you're in need of, or maybe a new location where you want to live. And so I'm here to offer this instrument, and it has a name. It's called the kithara. And it was made by Taita Martin, who is from very high levels of the Andes. He got the stone there. But it is in the form, which was so interesting to my friends, of the Mapuche people in the south of Argentina and Chile. And it's unique in that sense. So we use tobacco in it because it has to do with making a visible sign. So we're going to smudge first to prepare ourselves for this. And in all of our ceremonies, the first thing that we have to remember is that we want to call the sun down, and the sun is going down. So before grandfather goes to sleep, we always want to have a fire. And so we're going to use this candle because there's no fireplace here or patio to be able to do it. And I'm going to call the grandfather to come here. And then I'm going to light this candle that will be here for him to sit. That's how we look at it. A fire is like a chair for our grandfather to come and show us this magic, that the fire is something that's the elemental center and the spark that gives life. And so I'm going to call it in my own language. Tunkashila unchimakata te topa. It is Iwu Wauton Lawion. We come here tonight in this beautiful salon, this living room here in Amsterdam, on this gorgeous place where there's water flowing by, and you see us all here. We ask our ancestors for permission that they might come closer, that they had a plan for their children and their children's children. And may we be a part of that enactment tonight, no matter what nationality we have come from, because we know you've created all things. We ask that you sit in the center and witness us, to doctor and heal us where we're troubled or tired, where we have concerns or worries, where we feel like maybe we're not as adequate as we'd like. Maybe our pockets are empty, but tonight we come here to fill ourselves with spirit from you. Please come and sit with us as we honor you and these directions, that you may be a part always of these ceremonies, giving a visible sign and reaching out to be able to touch that which is part of the veil on the other side. We ask for vision and clarity. We ask for insights and dreams. We ask for you to show us what is the next step. Where do we go? Who will call? Who will knock on our doors? Who will invite us to their homes? May we be ready for when you call us, and may we be ready to receive your gifts. Let it be so. So we smudge to make an honoring of ourselves and respect to those that are on the other side, so that we may have the smoke. The smoke of a plant has changed its frequency, and we bathe ourselves in it. And what it does is it changes our frequency to be in alignment with the astringent or the sweetness or the energy of what is here for us. And so I offer this to each of you to smudge yourself and to clear the energies of getting here, and then we'll begin. It's always important to take in a smudge. It's not that we are dirty. It's not that we're bad in any way. It's just that what this does is puts us all on the same level. And white sage is considered an astringent. It's like if you were preparing for surgery, you would want white sage. We use white sage when it's a high ceremony. And a little goes a long way, I should say. You don't need to use a lot of it. Also, because of what the Kitra can do is it can doctor and heal us. So the way that we're going to utilize it is that it has a round portion to it, and then a stem. And that round portion will have the tobacco in it. So what you're going to do is just pull the smoke into your cheeks, and you're going to blow it out. But you're going to have a thought of what it is you need in your life to assist. And I always think about what's the collective prayer first, and then what is my prayer? Because the point that we're trying to do is unity. We're maybe wanting to open hearts instead of make war. And so hope instead of fear, options instead of limitations. So what that's something that maybe you can think about at this moment. What is it that you need? And then what is it that you truly know is important? And those be these two focuses that we're going to do. Also, what we want to do is we want to keep it going. And what I mean by that is we don't want to light it if it's still smokable. We are going to draw it in, have it in our cheeks, and then send it out. And at the same time, this pipe, from holding it at your mouth, you're going to bring it down and put it right here at your heart. And you're going to blow out holding it like this. And you're going to do that a couple of times because you have these two prayers. And then I'll pass it over, and then you'll do the same thing. And do the same thing. We'll go around the circle once. And then we're going to go around the second time. So in that second time, you want to receive what is needed in your heart or your core. And there's no focus for you other than to open and bloom like these flowers. Just to completely be open. On this earth, honesty and, well, with discretion, transparency is really important, at least with ourselves. And we say great mystery is like, some people would say, is great mystery God? And I say, no, great mystery is what created all of us. And then I go and use at least the two top important rules, that the others are kind of common, but the first is all things are born of woman, and no harm should come to any of her children. Meaning plants, animals, fish, anything that was created, trees, rocks, gems, nothing should come to no harm should come to them. And I think about how far we've come from that request. So I see in the way that we talk about great mystery is that she's a female and she lives in the center of the Milky Way. And science has proved now that the Milky Way is something else. So I'm really excited about that. They're getting closer. And then benevolent Father, like you might consider God, we call Tunkashila, which means the beloved Father. And these two come to always help us whenever we're praying. Whenever, even if you're just walking down the street praying, help me, for whatever reason, they're here for you. And so I always think about the word Tunkashila, and it makes me smile. If you think about the best grandpa you could even imagine having, one who helps you with everything, makes you laugh, brings you little presents, shows you magic things. This is what I think of when I think about Tunkashila. And Unchi Maka, Unchi is the word for the beloved or the divine mother, the Madre Divina. And that's our earth mother. So at some point, I want to sing with you this song that I received that has to do with them. And while the pipe is going around, I'm going to sing a song. And you don't need to sing it with me. It has a lot of words in Lakota, but it's required that I took a vow to sing this song whenever there was a pipe loaded and being used. It says, look at me. I do it like this because I know that you are there, always with me. I am not alone because of you. You fill me. Look at me. I do it like this. I mean, if I put it in English, but the meanings of the words are even deeper than that.